distracting. Well, I just got back from the gym, and packed full of really interesting looking people that were yelling and grunting and doing things that would get you kicked out of Planet Fitness. But this is a U.S. Army base, so people are just going to be like that, and you can't help it. As annoying as it is, sometimes it's motivating. A lot of times for me it's discouraging because I hate conspicuous people that are... I don't hate outspoken people if they have a reason to be, but like people that are just... what's the word? Obnoxious. That's a good word. I don't like obnoxious people, especially in the gym, because they're all just like wearing real flashy stuff, and they're like I lift a big heavy weight and I have to tell everybody about it. I'm sorry for anyone who has that accent. I didn't mean to categorize that in any way as being obnoxious, but me, I'm a small guy. I started out, so this is my fitness story. Started out really taking fitness seriously when I joined track in high school, and I ran around a lot, and my track coach had me run distance. Now I'm like 119 pounds at this point, maybe 115, sophomore year of high school, and I ran miles on end, every other day, daily sometimes. And so I didn't really get a lot of reprieve, and neither did my knees. That's not an innuendo. That's the impact on my knees from running that long on pavement, shitty roads in that part of Massachusetts where I grew up. Was not good. So for a while there, I didn't run after that season because I had runner's knee. I had fluid buildup in my knees. It was pretty bad. So I focused on stuff like push-ups. I could do an astronomical amount of push-ups at one point, but that's easy. To get better at push-ups, you just got to do more push-ups. So same thing with sit-ups, as long as you're not hurting yourself, which is how I took it. You know, I did what I could until stuff started to hurt. And because I didn't have any personal trainers, I didn't even have any friends. I got some friends though, some good ones. So then I thought about joining the Army, and I was like, I think I'm going to do the military. Why? Because I have low expectations for myself. And so I started working out like that. My parents actually, I think my birthday or Christmas, got me like a sort of a Bowflex type thing in my basement, and I used that, and I was actually pretty toned for a while there. And I wanted to gain weight because, like I said, like 120 pounds. Everyone else is like big and bulky, and I'm still sitting here like this. I no longer have a bunch of qualms about it. I'm no longer really conflicted. I have become a little bit complacent, and that bothers me. So I have been. You'll find out about what I'm doing to knock that out of the park. Is that the right phrase? So I started doing a lot of calisthenics, push-ups, sit-ups, squats, stuff like that. I ran a lot. Running became, after I gave myself a rest, I started actually like working my legs out instead of just running. I started building up the muscles needed to support my joints. Running actually became something easier, something I could handle, which is great because running is still my favorite thing to do, exercise-wise. Probably because it's my comfort zone, it's my strong suit. It makes me look good, even if I look like a skeleton doing it. But God. So I never really touched any weights, and then basic training happened. Still didn't touch any weights, except for the backpack that I hauled around everywhere, which was usually like 20, 30, 35 pounds. I don't think they ever pushed it past that. Maybe it went to 40 when we had like camelbacks and water and stuff. With gear, it's a little more than that, but the backpack, they didn't have anyone hauling anything crazy. I might get some people in here like back in my day. Go ahead. Because guess what? Back in your day, it was harder. No shit. Have you seen the generations of people coming out of wombs? Like, you already know. So basic training happened. I got a little more fit. I think I gained weight actually because I was eating, changed my diet. I ate more food in basic training, even though I had to eat it faster. I eat better food, more food, better nutrition, a better diet. And I learned what like a solid amount of good food felt like and was. So it was super good for me. Came out of basic training weighing like 140, and that's kind of what I weigh now. Fuck. God. If only I had the pile of mass gainer jug things, powder, that was sitting on my floor. I cleaned it up, fortunately, for my room inspections. They're not illegal. That's not what I mean. I just mean it was a mess. I've been trying so hard to gain weight. It's tough. But nothing can stop me from getting shredded. So that's what I'm going for now. I'm going to see if I can get super tone. Work on my bod, which is cool because even if I'm small, I'm okay. If I'm shredded, if I'm chiseled, tone, if I look like... I don't really care about... I do care about looking good. I can't lie about that. But being big is obviously something maybe my body type isn't ready for yet. Second metabolism, second puberty might hit, and my metabolism might slow down like I hit a brick wall, and then I'm gonna start getting like jowls and shit. And before I know it, I will have waited too long to actually start working out. Well, hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully I catch it. Nip it in the bud. I used to think it was nip it in the butt, but it's not. Snip it in the bud. That's how they used to cut flowers and stuff. Yeah, so after basic training, I reported to my first unit, which was a light infantry unit. So we ran and ruck marched a long way. We carried everything. So I probably had super strong legs for those 3 years. I ran a lot, worked out a lot. I had a lot of mentor-like leadership they were mentors, and some of them had me lifting a lot of weights. So I learned a lot about lifting weights, which was really great. That's pretty much where the basis of my knowledge comes from, that and my own research, online research, YouTube, articles. I've read a lot. I read all the time. So I attribute any random knowledge I have about stuff to the amount that I click through on the internet. It's not like dumb knowledge. It's credible resources. I don't listen to... I actually had a class in like second grade about how to make sure photos weren't fake and things like that, looking out for suspicious things online, how to know something is credible online. Everyone in that class is a fucking like alpha internet researcher, like knows their shit, because I don't know, that spurred it for me. It was cool. I was way too young to understand any of it, but after a while I was like, yeah, fuck that photo, shit's fake. Everyone's like, look at this is Cassini's last photo, and I was like, you understand how a camera works? And I find Cassini's actual photos, they don't look anything like the shit that's floating around. It's a spectacular photo illustration, but it is not Cassini's final photo. I like space. So on my own, talk about workouts on my own, I've never really been one to go to the gym religiously. I did for a while there, but I also had somebody pushing me, and then they left this place that I'm in, so I didn't have that. That's an excuse. This is a bunch of excuses as to why I don't go to the gym. Fast forward. Long story short, I'm lazy as far as the gym goes. So I'm going to try and stop that laziness. As I say that, I'm about to go to Burger King and eat unhealthy food. Maybe I'll go to Subway and eat healthy food. Choices. Do I need calories and a bunch of carbs and shit, or do I need protein and maybe some carbs and calories? And fiber 1 brownies. So yeah, I'm starting like I'm on a kick of like glute workouts and gym stuff. And I was in the room where you do like free weights. It's there's like a bunch of kettlebells in there, and there's like some weird like wholesome treadmills. They're not even like real. They're just like you use your own energy. It's weird. It's supposed to be like perfect form. It's curved. It's odd. And there's chicks in there. They're like doing glute workouts. And they're like doing crazy shit. They're like, this chick was doing like squat, like crab walk squat. She's like, meh, 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 meh. And I was like, okay. She did like 5 of them and she left. I was like, this is why these workouts don't work for you guys. Nobody sweats. There's nobody sweating. Somebody did like 10 sit-up things on the elevated one where it feels like you're gonna fall off, but I don't know. She looked kind of fit, so I trusted her workout. But the other lady was like, she ran a whole fucking bunch, and then she did like five crab walk squats and left. I think she was intimidated by my huge muscles. Look at these things. So, I don't know, I think glute workouts are super fun. Why? One, what is it? What's the fucking, what's the word? It's like a glamour muscle. Your butt's a glamour muscle. Your glute is that, and it helps you lift stuff, I guess, if you're like lifting stuff from the ground a lot. But, and I like workouts that isolate a muscle because it just feels like it's effective. Like when you do those fucking curls, it's like, you just feel it. And you're like, ah, my God, and this muscle is super tight. And you're like, I can barely do this. And it's like, yes, like I worked a muscle and later I'll be able to be stronger in that muscle. And it's not just like, you don't just feel tired everywhere. You actually feel like, oh, fuck, my shoulders or something like that. Just feels good to me because you know that it worked. So glute exercises where I'm like cramping up as I'm doing, I'm like, fuck, this targets muscles I don't use a lot. Muscles I don't isolate a lot. So I really love those. And I started doing that. And what I usually get on a gym kick, I do the workouts I usually do. Kettlebells and dumbbells. I like free weights. Because I'm a lighter guy, so I can, switch the weights, and it's comfortable for me. That's my comfort zone, and I like to start out in my comfort zone. And once I get momentum, if I do get momentum, in the rare case that I get momentum, then I break out of my comfort zone a little bit. I start throwing on weight, start doing exercises maybe I didn't do before, really trying to laser in on good form. Well, I try to do that from the get-go, but yeah, it's real fun. So this is me talking about working out. I'll see if I can post updates or something, post workouts, I don't know. Show you, be interactive. Engage the audience. Thank you for watching. If you liked this, subscribe. Hit like and subscribe if you really loved watching me talk about working out. I'm gonna make better videos than this. I don't know where to end this.